Now, the first command we have under your 3D modeling, you can see the dashboard located over there. We have the polysolid. This is a polysolid command. We also have the box command, wedge command, cone, sphere, cylinder, pyramid. So now let's start with the polysolid command. Using the polysolid command, you left click on it and then come to your drawing area. Click on it and then come to your area. Now your command window says specify start point or adjust the height, the width, or justify the command. So now we can decide to click anywhere on the drawing area. After clicking anywhere on the area, on the drawing area, we can move anywhere we want to position the poly space. So this is how it is. Anywhere we want to put, it's just like the polyline for your 2D drawing. If you are through with it, you can escape. So that's one side of it. Now you can still click on it again. Now you can click on height, width, or justify. If you want to use height, you type H and then enter. H, enter. Now what height do you want? You can choose a height of any dimension you want. Let's use a height of 50, or let's use a height of 120. Enter. Now what's the first point? If you want to change the width, you can also type W and then enter. Now let's choose a width of 50 and then enter. So now the start point, let's choose this place as our starting point. You can see that it's different from the first one we drew. You can take it to any point that you want it. So this is what we call your poly space. Your poly space. So once you are through, you don't escape, you right click and then enter. That is it. So that's how it's going to be. You right click and then enter, not escape. So now you can move this one, P, enter. Let's move it to the left side of the screen and then escape. So now let's go to the next command, which is the box command. You click on box. Now at the command window, we are asked to specify the first corner. What's the first corner? You can choose any place on your drawing area, left click. Now it says specify other corner. On inside the square bracket, you have cube or length at the command window. So if you decide to use cube, okay, it means you're going to type C and then enter. So that will be C, enter. So now it is telling you to specify the length of the cube. But it's always advisable to ensure your auto mode is on when using this command. So let's click auto. Now it is on. Good. Now that auto mode is on, now this length we have to use. Let's use a length of, because it's asking us to specify a length, so we can choose a length of 800 mm and then enter. Now it's also asking, okay, and this is your cube. Of course, your cube is length, breadth, height, having the same sides. So that's your cube. So now let's move this one to the left. Let's pan it and let's move it to the left. Now let's take the box command again. Now specify the first corner. Let's take this point as the first corner. Now instead of cube this time around, let's choose length. So if you have to choose length, that will be L, enter, L, enter. Now what's the length? Let's choose a length of 800, enter. And then let's choose a width. Let's choose a width of 500, enter. And then let's choose a height of 200, of 400, and then enter. And this is your box. So you see this is a cube, but this one is in cuboid form. So let's pan and then enter. Let's pan and then enter. So now we have the wedge. That's the next command. Now it is asking to specify the first point. So now in specifying the first point, it means that we can click here. After clicking here, it's now asking you to specify either cube or length, just like we did our cube. So you can just press L, enter. So now let's choose a length of 750, enter. And then let's choose a width of 400, enter. And then let's choose a height. You can see you can either go this way or you go this way. So now if we go this way, we can choose a height. Let's choose a height of 650 and then enter. So now this is your wedge. So that's another command in your 3D modeling. So now if we take this, we have it as cone. Now it's telling you to specify the center at the command window is we are being told to specify the center point of your base. So it can be circular, your cone can be circular based and it can be elliptical based. So now if you have to use circular base, we can just choose the center immediately, C, and then enter. C and then enter. Okay, let's start all over. You pick the cone command here, or you type C-O-N-E, enter. Now, it is asking you to specify the base radius. So let's choose a base radius of 450, enter. And then it is now asking you to specify the height of the cone. So you can choose any height. You can choose a height of 1,200, enter. So that's your cone. So now, let's go to view. Now come to 3D view, no? Come to visual styles and then come to 2D wireframe. So you can see the look is different. This is your, now let's go to box command again. If you come here, you pick your cone, you click here. Now we are trying to choose a cone that has an elliptical base. So we'll choose the cone command again. Now we have options here. So let's choose elliptical. Then it means we are going to type E, enter, and then now specify the center, the endpoint of the first axis, and then specify the other point. You know your ellipse is different from your circle. Now look at it. This is the other endpoint. Click on it, and then now you have to specify the height. So you can choose any height. So let's choose a height of 1,700. Enter. So you can see this view. Now let's go back to our view. So you see a more better view. We go to visual style. Now let's go to conceptual. Good. So you can see it very clearly now. So this cone is having an elliptical base, but this cone is having a circular base. So now let's move to sphere. You know what a sphere is. Now you just choose the center and then you click on it. This is your sphere. So let's move everything to the left. P, enter, left click, and then drag to your left. Then escape. So now, cylinder, we click on cylinder icon. Specify the center point. Just like a cone, you can have it to be elliptical as well, or circular piece. So you specify the center, choose your radius, any radius, and then choose your height, any height. You can just click on it, and that's your cylinder. And then we have a pyramid. This is your pyramid. Specify the center point of the base. This is it. And then specify the radius. Let's choose that. Enter any radius or you click on it. And then now the height. Specify any height you want. Any height you want. Once you reach it, you can drag it. Once you are okay with the height, or you type in any height, and then you click on it. That's your pyramid. So let's move with P, enter. And then like this. Then escape. Then now let's come to this. Okay, this is we have your loft command, we also have the sweep command, we have the revolve command. Now, if you are expected to extrude any given object, okay, for instance, you are given a rectangle. For rectangle, we type REC, enter. That's your rectangle command. Now we have it like this. And then we can type D, enter. Then we enter the dimension. Let's enter dimensions of, okay, let's start with REC, enter. Specify first corner point. Now D, enter. So now let's enter dimensions of 800, enter, by 570, enter. So you see this is your rectangle. This is your rectangle. Then left click. So now the extrude command, if you want to extrude it, you now come here, click on your extrude, left click on it. Now come here, the command window says select object to extrude. All you need to do is left click on this. After left clicking on it, you now right click outside. After right clicking, you now specify the height of your rectangle. So any height you want. You can just left click outside if you know you're okay with the height, or you type in any figure you want. Okay, let's type in 500, 500, enter. This is exactly what your extrude command does. Okay, now let's take another shape, POL, polyline. Let's take our polyline command. Let's come to our draw, and then let's take our polyline. So now let's try to draw a shape. Let's draw something like this. So now you can use your extrude command on this. All you just need to do is come to your extrude icon, left click on it, and then now select the object you want to extrude. Left click on it, then right click outside of it. Then choose any height you want, any height. So if you're okay with it, you can just left click, and that is it. So that is your extrude command. So let's also move it to the left, P, enter. And then we'll drag it, left click and drag to the left, escape. So now let's choose our sweep command. In order to use our sweep command, for instance, let's take this command first. Let's take our cylindrical helix. Now we've taken cylindrical helix. We've taken, now the command window says specify the center point of your base. So you specify the center base. After which, we have to specify the radius. So let's choose any radius. You can choose a radius of 500, enter. Now, we can decide from options that we can decide to alter the number of turns. If you want to alter the number of turns, you press T. If you want to alter the height, the turn height, you see, we have turn height. So you have to choose H. You type H because H is in capital letter. And then if you want to alter the twist, it is going to be W. So, but we want to alter the number of turns. So if you want to alter the number of turns to say, let's say maybe about 5 or 8 cores, we'll just press T, enter. And then it's telling you to enter the number of turns. Let's put 6 and then enter. So you can see we have 6 turns there. Since you are okay with the height, because next says specify the height. So you can just click anywhere if you're okay with the height. And then you click. So this is what we call helix. So now moving back to your sweep command. Now let me draw a circle, C, enter. This is my circle. Now I want to sweep this circle along this path. All I need to do is I come to my sweep command. I click on sweep command. Now the command window says select the object you want to sweep. So this is the object I want to sweep. So I left click on it. I now right click outside. After right clicking, you now see that your command window says select the sweep path. So you have to select the sweep path. All you just need to do, this is your sweep path. Left click on it. It is working. After some minutes, it is still loading. Just give it some few minutes. So it's going to sweep it along this path. It actually takes time at times when it needs to be swept. Good. So this is your sweep command. It has swept that circle along this path. So the same thing. Let's try the sweep command again. We'll try P, enter. Let's move it, drag it to the left. So now we can take this 2D spiral, specify the center point, specify the radius, and then we have something like this. So now let's take our circle command, C, enter. Just draw a little circle here. After drawing the little circle, now press your sweep command, left click on it, select the object, left click, and then right click outside. Now select the sweep path. This is the sweep path, left click. After you left click, you can see it loading again. It is loading. It is loading, so you just give it some time for it to load. Just give it some time, it's still loading. That's how it loads at times. And that is it. And that is it. So that's exactly what your sweep command does. Now let's move to the revolve command. Pan, and then let's move everything to the left. So now if you want to revolve an object, okay, let's take our polyline command. Let's come here, we take draw, let's take our polyline command. So let's say we have something like this. We have this. Okay, let's go to the front. You have to go to your front view. So you come to the front, you click on front view. After clicking on front view, you press P, enter. so that you get space where you can do it and then exit. So now, let's take our polyline command, draw polyline. Now, we have this, we have this, 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 and then we have this, and then this, and then this. So now we're expected to revolve this. We're expected to resolve this. All we just need to do is we come to our modeling toolbar, come to the revolve command. This is it, revolve. You left click on it. You now come here, you click on the object you are expected to revolve, left click on it, and then right click outside. Now the command window says specify the axis. So now this is the first point of your axis, left click on it. This is the second point of your axis, left click on it. Now, the question says, the command window now says specify angle of revolution. And since you already have 360 there, you can just press enter. And that is it. It has revolved it along 360 degrees. So if you want to take a better look at it, you can come to view, and then come to orbit, come to free orbit, left click, and then that is it. You can see it's just like a bottle. That is it. That is it. So you can see the other objects we did here. These are the other worker, and then this is your revolve command, just like that. So with the revolve command, we're able to draw the shape of a bottle. So escape. After escaping, you can come to view, and then come to southwest isometric, left click. That is it. So these are all what we have done. Now you can press Z, enter, A, enter, or